Welcome back to the podcast playground. Our newest podcast is The Best Podcast.
Join Jay Carter and me, Vida Best, on The Best Podcast, where the dynamic duo brings you their insider secrets to everything wonderful.
Known for their discerning taste, the Best family has critiqued the finest in entertainment, technology, and lifestyle.
Now Jay and me dive deep into the top 5 everything, from the latest cell phones to affordable wines that won't break the bank.
Every episode promises engaging discussions filled with humor and insight, ensuring you discover what truly deserves a spot at the top.
Whether you're looking for the best gadgets or simply want to elevate your everyday choices, this podcast is your go-to guide.
So tell a friend, you've found the best podcast,
where every recommendation is a gem waiting to be uncovered. Tune in weekly for your dose of excellence.
All right, let's get fizzy. Today, we're all about hard seltzers. Those bubbly drinks everyone's obsessed with. You know it. And since our listeners, especially those younger folks, they love a good hard seltzer, cider, or tea.
Right. And there are so many options out there.
Exactly. It's overwhelming. So we did some digging. We've got taste tests, rankings, even a Reddit thread from the keto folks, those low-carb experts.
Do they know what's up?
We're here to separate the winners from, well, the ones that just don't make the cut.
Let's do it.
First, little background, hard seltzer blew up.
We're time. Pandemic boom. Now it's a massive market, like $25 billion. Massive.
Wow, $25 billion. That's from Grandview Research, by the way. It was in that Best Tasting Hard Seltzers article we found.
Okay, so hard seltzer is here to stay.
But with that comes SO. Many choices.
Right. And some are better than others.
Let's talk about the ones to avoid.
The bottom of the barrel. Delish. They did this taste test, and they were brutal.
Yeah, I saw that.
Flying Embers, they make kombucha, but they're seltzer. Malt liquor and fake fruit. Fighting it out. Ouch.
Yikes.
Then there's Hornitos, the tequila brand. They tried, but oh boy. Melted cotton candy, they said. Bubblegum amoxicillin, even.
That's harsh. Tequila seltzer. Maybe not a good idea.
Tough one to pull off. And Wild Basin, they had cool flavors like Blue Hawaiian, but it tasted like, get this, sparkling Jolly Ranchers and chemicals.
The vibe. Flashy flavors don't cut it if the taste is off.
Exactly. Quality matters. And a good flavor combo.
Okay, so those are the hard passes. What about the ones that weren't terrible, but also not great?
The Maison.
The Seltzer Purgatoire.
2 robbers. Okay, but their mango punch apparently made people gag.
Flavor combo's gone wrong.
Vizzy. Vitamin C sounds healthy.
Yeah.
But super artificial tasting.
Right, health claims don't always mean good taste.
Then there's White Claw, the OG.
Uh-huh.
Lish called it aggressively mid, like TV static.
White Claw used to be the king, now it's kind of basic. Shows how the market changes. Totally. Truly, another big name. Decent, but not amazing. Except their citrus squeeze, that was balanced.
So some decent ones, but nothing to write home about.
Right. Innovation is key.
Now let's see what the keto crew on Reddit thinks. They're all about low carb, and they have strong opinions.
Oh, yeah. The Turkish-stoned drunk thread, they were passionate.
High Noon was a big hit, especially peach and guava. Real vodka, real juice.
Makes sense.
And their variety pack has some interesting options.
Nice.
Then there's Mighty Swell. Someone called it life-changing. Can you believe that?
Wow, really? For a seltzer?
Apparently, it's super smooth, even though it uses cold-brewed sugar alcohol, not vodka.
Cold brewed sugar alcohol, that's a new one.
Right. It's supposed to be less harsh than the usual stuff. Innovation.
Okay, I'm putting that one on my list to try.
Oh, and a bunch of people loved Corona's seltzers, but they're discontinued.
Oh, no. That's a bummer.
This market moves fast.
What else were they loving?
Spindrift, Two Roads, Kona, Ranch Water. Some even made their own Topo Chico concoctions.
Whoa, that's dedication.
Right. But even with all the love, some folks hated White Claw, called it Alka-Seltzer.
Tastes are subjective, man.
For sure.
So we've seen the good, the bad, and the meh. Now, what about the best of the best?
The top picks. The Seltzer royalty? Ready for the grand reveal.
Hit me with it. Let's see if they live up to the hype.
Okay, for number 5. Vizzy. They didn't totally win those taste tests, but they get points for being bold.
Those double flavors, blueberry pomegranate, pineapple mango.
Yeah, they're thinking outside the box. And it works, especially with everyone doing just lime and cherry. Vizzy's for the adventurous.
Plus real fruit juice. People want that natural stuff.
Totally. Way better than the fake stuff.
Yeah.
Now, number 4, you ready? It's Topo Chico Hard Seltzer.
Topo Chico. Everyone loves their sparkling water, but the hard seltzer, I've heard mixed things.
Well, Eat This Not That gave it a thumbs up. They said it's perfectly bubbly, not too sweet, nice fruity flavors.
Subtlety is good sometimes. Not everything needs to be a sugar bomb.
Right. And get this, the tangy lemon lime has a vanilla note.
Ooh, that's interesting. Little flavor twists. I love that.
Number 3. This one's all about real ingredients. High Noon.
High Noon. Heard good things, especially about that real vodka and juice.
Yeah, Eat This Not That and Food and Wine, they both loved it. Smooth, balanced flavors. Apparently the watermelon tastes like sour candy.
That's fun. What about the other ones?
The variety pack, black cherry, grapefruit, pineapple, all got high marks. Real fruit, no weird aftertaste. They nailed it.
Okay, High Noon is on the list. What about number 2? Who's the runner-up?
This one might surprise you. It's Mighty Swell.
Mighty Swell. Haven't heard of that one.
They're kind of the underdog, but Reddit's keto folks loved it. And Eat This Not That too. They're doing something right.
Okay, I'm curious now. What's so special about them?
First, they're super smooth, even though they use that cold brewed sugar alcohol, not vodka.
Right, you mentioned that earlier. What is cold brewed sugar alcohol? How does that even work?
It's this cool process. They ferment the sugar slowly at a lower temperature, makes it way less harsh.
So less fake tasting, but still low carb? The keto people must love that.
Exactly. And the flavors are great. Watermelon mint, it's like a fruity mojito, they said. And the peach tastes like a peach ring.
Those sound delicious.
Yeah.
And I heard they're also one of the cheaper ones.
Yep. Which is awesome. Good seltzer doesn't have to break the bank.
Mighty Swell is going straight to the top of my shopping list.
Okay.
The moment of truth. The winner. The champion. Who is it?
The best hard seltzer. The one you absolutely have to try. Spindrift Spiked.
Spindrift. Yeah, I know they're sparkling waters. All real fruit juice, right?
Exactly. And they brought that same quality to the hard seltzers. Delish was raving about them, bright colors, and the flavors actually match what's on the label.
That's not always the case, we've learned.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear about a brand that delivers. What's your favorite flavor?
The half and half tea and lemon, they said it's like a real Arnold Palmer. Perfect mix of tea and citrus, not too sweet.
Okay, sold. Spindrift Spiked it is. Summer, fall, winter, anytime. Now, we've talked a lot about seltzer, but what about the other hard drinks? Our listeners want to know about ciders, teas, lemonades.
Right. And there are some really good ones out there. Let's start with ciders. They've gotten so popular lately, and there are way more options than just these super sweet ones.
Yeah. I've seen those dry ciders, even hopped ones. What are some of your favorites?
If you want dry and complex, try Citizen Cider. They're from Vermont. Their unified press is a blend of different apples, super unique. And the BRUT, that one's bone dry.
Okay, cool. What about if you want something a little sweeter or more fruity?
Two Town Cider House, they're in Oregon. They do some really fun flavors. Pineapple cider, that one's delicious. And they have seasonal ones too, like cranberry.
Nice. So we've got ciders covered. What about hard teas and lemonades?
Twisted Tea, that's a classic for a reason. The original is great, and their half and half tea and lemonade, that's super refreshing.
Twisted Tea. I love that one.
Yeah.
Any other hard tea brands worth checking out?
Owl's Brew, they use fancy tea leaves and stuff, so the flavors are more interesting. They're white and vine with white tea, watermelon, and mint. So good.
Owl's Brew, okay. And hard lemonades. Anything good out there?
Truly. Besides their seltzers, they do some awesome lemonades. The strawberry lemonade is my favorite. And they have variety packs, too.
Truly, they're on a roll. So no matter what you're craving, seltzer, cider, tea, lemonade, there's a hard drink out there for you.
And new stuff is coming out all the time. It's a good time to be thirsty.
Totally. We've just scratched the surface here, but at least now our listeners know where to start.
Man, I am thirsty after all that. It's like we went on a hard drink shopping spree.
And now you know what to look for.
Right. Time to hit the store. Spindrift Spiked, those Citizen Ciders. Maybe try those Topo Chico DIY mixes.
Get creative.
Exactly. So many flavors to try. You might even find your new favorite drink.
That's the fun part. Finding what you love.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. And hey, if you find something amazing, let us know.
Yeah, share your discoveries. We're always up for trying new things. Until next time, happy sipping.